I was reading the account today of children of Israel. They come out of Egypt, seeing the Lord do wonderful and amazing things. They got into across the Red Sea and into the desert, and off they went. And Moses went up into the mount to receive the Ten Commandments from the Lord. And he was up there for many days, several weeks. In fact, I think it was 40 days altogether. And while he was up there, the people got impatient. They started to say, "We don't know what's become of this man, Moses. Let us make gods for ourselves. Just let us take things into our own hands. Let us do something about it. Because we need some kind of leadership. We need some kind of God to worship, to help us." And basically, with Aaron's help, unfortunately, he created the golden calf and started to worship it. And I'm not going to go on into the rest of the story because it's an account of itself that has many other things that can be learnt from it. But what I want to bring out of it was the fact of the impatience of people's hearts and how they would fail to wait for the Lord. And it's so important that when we're waiting for the Lord to bless us with that special person, it's not to compromise, not to say, "Oh, I can't wait anymore. I'm impatient now. I've waited long enough. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to take things into my own hands." And that's just a recipe for disaster. As you can see what happened to the children of Israel. Many of them died in punishment from God. But for us as Christians, and when we're single Christians, to choose the wrong person out of impatience, just thinking, "Oh, I'll take things into my own hands. Oh, that person is pretty good, quite nice. Yeah, I think I could probably live with that person. Yeah, that's somebody just to be close to, somebody just to hold the hand," and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just going to give it a go. And I'm not really into them really, but it's better than being in a situation I'm in now. And to be absolutely honest, that's the worst thing you can do, because it's a worse situation. Because once you're married, as a Christian, the Lord expects you to be there for life. I know for some people it doesn't work out, and sometimes there are legitimate reasons for it, and the Lord understands. But generally speaking, the Lord expects us to be there for life with that person. And, I just want to encourage you, because when I was waiting for all those years, I was desperately longing. I had such credible longing, like a person really longing for thirst on a hot sunny day, desperate for water. I had that kind of longing for so many times, just to hold a young lady's hand. Not just as a quick hold your hand to help somebody over the fence or whatever, but a proper hold, a proper hug, embrace. I was starving for it, for years and years, starving for such wonderful, precious closeness. And yet, by the Lord's mercy, I'd refused to take things into my own hands, take half-hearted opportunities that came along, because in my heart I knew that that person wasn't the one. And I just encourage you to do the same, not to take things into your own hands, even though it's so painful. And all you can do during those times is really seek the Lord, to seek His strength, His joy, His happiness in your heart, even in the lonely times of waiting. And just prepare yourself for the time when the Lord will bless you. And my encouragement to you would be, understand the person you are. And when you meet that person, understand the person that person is too. And that brilliant book that I used with my wife Angeline, Five Love Languages, really, really helps you to understand what makes that person tick and what makes them feel really loved and blessed. I encourage you to get hold of that book, read it, do some homework and preparation. So may that help you and encourage you in the Lord when things are going tough and you're so desperately hungry for that special person to be close to when everybody else seems to be having things so easily. And the Lord bless you.